He thought it was just one small yes. But that single moment quietly destroyed everything he was going to become. Most people never notice when their life changes direction because it never feels like a big decision. It feels normal. It feels harmless. It feels right. But sometimes, what feels right in the moment is exactly what ruins your future. Once there was a young man named Daniel. He wasn't poor, but he wasn't successful either. He lived in that dangerous middle zone where people think they are doing fine, but nothing in their life is actually growing. Every day looked the same. Wake up, scroll, work, eat, sleep, repeat. And every night he would tell himself, tomorrow I'll change something. But tomorrow always felt too far, too difficult, too uncomfortable. So he delayed it, just a little longer, just one more day. One evening, after a long, exhausting day, Daniel received a message. A friend invited him to something simple, a small purchase, a small opportunity, something harmless, something easy, something that required almost no thought. And without hesitation, he said it. One word. Yes. He didn't think about consequences. He didn't think about direction. He didn't think about future, because it didn't feel important. It felt small. And that is exactly why it was dangerous. At first, nothing changed. Life continued normally. No punishment, no warning, no signal, just silence. And silence is what makes bad decisions feel safe. So Daniel repeated it. Another yes, then another, then another. Each time smaller than the last. Each time easier. Each time more automatic. Until one day, he stopped choosing at all. He just reacted. Daniel didn't realize it, but something was happening inside him. A pattern was forming, a psychological loop. He started choosing comfort over growth, instant reward over long-term gain, easy decisions over hard ones, and the scariest part, it didn't feel like failure. It felt like life. Months passed, then years, and slowly, the difference appeared. People he once knew started moving ahead. Some built skills, some built businesses, some built discipline, some built futures. And Daniel, he was still here. Same place, same habits, same decisions, just older. One night, Daniel sat alone, scrolling, thinking, feeling something he couldn't explain. It wasn't sadness, it wasn't anger, it was something worse. Clarity, because for the first time, he saw the truth. It was never one big mistake. It was never one disaster. It was a chain of small yes decisions that slowly shaped his entire life. He remembered every moment, every time he chose comfort, every time he avoided effort, every time he said, just this once, but just this once, became his identity. And identity is not built in one moment. It is built in repetition. Most people think wealth is lost in one bad decision, but the truth is different. Wealth is lost in the decisions you repeat when no one is watching. The small yes to distraction, the small yes to laziness, the small yes to comfort. And every one of them looks harmless alone, but together they destroy direction. Daniel finally understood something painful. It was never about that first yes. It was about the fact that he never learned to say no, because every yes to the wrong thing is a no to your future. The world does not change your life with one big moment. It changes it with thousands of small decisions that feel too small to matter, but they matter more than anything else. So the question is not, what big decision will define your future? The question is, what small yes are you repeating today that your future self will regret tomorrow? Because one day, you will realize something terrifying. It was never one moment that ruined your life. It was the ones you ignored. If this story made you think, then you're not like most people. Subscribe, because the next story might change how you see everything.